Hey everyone, and welcome to the Boys Racing channel. Today, we are going to review and rate the 2020 Audi RS3 sedan. The 2020 Audi RS3 sedan was a late addition to the game. It arrived June 2nd, 2022, but was only offered as a CarPass car. Audi managed to give this car a clean, executive, yet aggressive style. From the side profile, the Audi RS3 looks like that of an executive saloon. But from the front and rear, the fascias let you know that this car has the power to compete. The RS3 sedan comes with a 2.5-liter, 5-cylinder turboed engine that produces 394 horsepower and 354 foot-pounds of torque. But it was a hefty little thing, weighing in at 3,593 pounds. Not a terrible weight, but considering this vehicle was built to compete against the affordable Honda Civic Type R and the Nissan Sentra Nismo, as well as the BMW M2 and the Mercedes-Benz A43 AMG, it certainly isn't a light car. However, once we got our hands on one, we were able to boast the horsepower to 504 with over 450 foot-pounds of torque, and we were able to bring the weight down to 3,276 pounds. We threw on the work back-labeled Zest BST1 wheels. Once we were completed with our tuning upgrades, we were able to get the car to perform with a 0 to 60 in 3.016 seconds and a 0 to 100 at 6.748 seconds, and a top speed at 202 miles per hour. It holds a steady power band to 7,100 RPM, and when fitted with the Sport exhaust, grumbles with an exhaust note that is pure to the ears. With the steady power band, she is able to accelerate smoothly so as to be able to anticipate overtaking without causing torque steer and allowing better braking management when approaching a turn. When placed in an online racing setting, she managed to place among third and fourth place consistently. This was mostly in part to her ability to outhandle in corners with minimal tuning adjustments needed. She was able to grip the road through tight turns without losing a lot of momentum. Once past the apex, she could accelerate without pulling too wide out of the turn and be able to maintain her line to keep her opponents behind her. While the acceleration isn't at a 10, it's still steady enough to be competitive. With the springs being a little more stiffer than normal, hard braking into turns did not cause the car to lose too much traction, making the braking more effective when passing through the apex of a turn. Properly tuned, even just a tap of the brakes will make a huge difference when a slight adjustment is needed during racing. Which brings us to our rating scale. In the category of styling, we give this one an 8.9. There are no body kits for this car. However, Audi already gave this car a great body kit. The aggressiveness yet executive look is clean and sleek, and sets this car above its less expensive trend models, the A3 and the S3. In terms of power, we rate this at an 8.3. Motor swap options are ample for this car, but often move it to an S1 or S2 class. But too much power added to the stock engine makes this car a little too squirrely, and a fine line must be found between power and handling. A lot of this can come upon personal preference and ability to drive. The power in this car for A-Class is a little bit above average, but certainly not the fastest. But you don't necessarily need to be the fastest when your handling around corners and tight turns can help you outmaneuver your faster opponents. That's why we rate the handling for this car at a 9.0. The minimal need for tuning adjustments allows you to be able to build the car and get out on the road faster and enjoy the game. The impressive handling around corners makes the car more agile for correction, leaving a lot of wiggle room for error without sacrificing your position in a race. And as long as your spring rate is tuned a little more to the stiffer side, Your ability to brake in corners will reduce a great amount of tire lockup, earning this score of 8.7 for braking. That brings this car to an overall score of 34.9, so far our highest score of our rated vehicles. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and check out our other social media pages for daily photos, meets, races, and tournaments. Tell us in the comments what cars you'd like to see us review and tune. And as always, which Audi is your favorite? Safe driving.